have with me today Zeeshan Hadi, UAE Country Manager at Aruba, HPE Company. Thank you for talking to us, Zeeshan.
Jeevan, it's a pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the time for us to share our message like every GITEX. So we're excited to be here.
So let's start with your cloud strategy.
It's an interesting topic, right? Over the past many years, cloud has been a big thing. It's kind of evolved so many industries, so many technologies per se, and it has had an impact in our space as well. But if you were to look at the kind of impact that we've had, it's been predominantly on easing monitoring, easing management, etc., and it's done a really good job there. The other aspect has been about consolidating multiple sites. So if you are a customer with dozens of sites to hundreds of sites, it now gave you the ability to manage all of them centrally without the need for putting a lot of hardware at the edge, a lot of hardware for the data center. So it made it easy for everyone to go and adopt enterprise technologies. What Aruba is doing is we have just taken it many steps forward. So the Aruba Central or the Aruba Cloud doesn't only want to just make your management easy. All that consolidated telemetry information that we have, that we anonymize, etc., has created the biggest data lake in its space. Now, if you add new technologies like machine learning and AI, etc., we're asking different questions. What we're asking to do is, okay, we have all of these data, you have deployed these thousands of sites around the world, but maybe the New York site is having a better performance than the Dubai site. Today, you need human intervention to learn from there and then apply in the other place. What we are doing is we're using advanced techniques to make sure that the baseline for New York is performing at the optimum level for New York. But anything that we learn from there can be applied to your hundreds of sites around the world. So that is phenomenal. It just cannot be done on an individual human level because, well, we can't monitor 100 or 1,000 sites at a go. We're taking it a step further. We're also introducing things like reactive AI operations. So if you do have a problem, instead of it taking hundreds of hours, we want to bring it down to as less hours, a handful of hours if possible. If you are trying to upgrade your network, again, hundreds of hours worth of work, we want to bring it down to automated few hours. But other things also, right? We introduce things like AI search, what we generally call natural language processing. It makes people like me look like a superhero because I can ask the system, hey, what's wrong with Jeevan's computer? And I don't have to put any fancy commands. I do not have to be an expert onto it, and it's going to solve all my problems. So there are phenomenal things that we're able to do because now we're able to crunch large amounts of data in the cloud. So that's the role that it has had. The future for us is expanding our proactive AI operations, where not only are we trying to solve the problems, but also predict them, right? And I think that's where we are ahead. The 17 years of our domain expertise, the hundreds of patents that we have, and this largest data lake that I'm talking to you about gives us the ability to ask questions of predictability. In normal world, we will translate that into continuous phenomenal user experience, device experience. From the operator perspective, more automation makes it phenomenal operator experience. So this is not a gimmicky AI, this is the real thing, right? This is basically you not putting any thresholds, the system learning how the system performs, right? And that's, I think, the direction that we want to continue to take.
Well, today you announced your first enterprise cloud instance in the UAE. What does it mean for your customers?
So that's a big one, right? So just like I was explaining to you the benefits of cloud, now let's translate that into where it has made an impact. So again, for the last 10 years, it's transformed how we go into retail, how we go into distributed sites, maybe even schools. So there is a commonality there where the experiences at the head offices have been limited, but the distributed nature of these sites have been phenomenal. So a coffee shop, as a coffee shop itself, doesn't have a lot of infrastructure, but the 1,000 coffee shops makes it complicated. But it's not been able to penetrate multiple segments. Any segment that has data residency, data privacy as a concern, any segment that has high performance as a concern, so large university campuses, large malls, large airports, where performance is a very big deal. This conference, for that matter, that has been the barrier. By us coming and bringing the cloud locally to the UAE, it has changed the paradigm. It is now accessible to the healthcare industry, to the public sector, to the federal sector, to the banking and finance sector, who at this point in time want to adopt new technologies, but have to consider what their security concerns are or their compliance concerns are on data residency and data privacy. So we don't want customers to just sit at bay where the rest of the segments are moving forward. This gives them the opportunity to go further and faster with the technologies that are available, with the confidence that all of that data is in the UAE. And it's a huge move for us. It's a bold move for us because no one else has done it, right? People are hosting platforms, but this is a truly cloud platform near to you, residing in the UAE, and it's transformational, right? So we're very excited about it, and we've already started hearing a lot of news around it. A lot of customers calling us, asking us more about it. So yeah, really exciting times, and I'm glad to do it at GITEX at your platform. So.
And where can visitors find Aruba here at GITEX?
So we are in two places. We are at the beautiful HPE stand in Hall 7. So you can find us, our colleagues are over there. And from tomorrow for the next 3 days, we are at the Novotel first floor as well, with an experience center where you can just ask questions, meet experts, etc. So yeah, both the places, but you'll find us at the HPE stand in Hall 7. Yeah.
Thank you, Zeeshan.
Thank you.
Thank you.